All right, so Salvun sent me this box. He sent over this box that the camera's not gonna like right now. He cut the foam himself and he was really proud of it. This won't be in the final packaging as far as I know. This is the inside of it. As you can see, he CNC'd the foam, I believe. Hence the tooling paths. So he was really happy about it. He wanted me to show you guys. And just an FYI, guys, this is not a sponsored or paid review. This is just me looking at the keyboard. So let's take a look at all the accessories and stuff first. I believe these are standoffs. So we got standoffs. By the way, this project is super cool. Just a little history on this project. It's called the Event Horizon. I was gonna wait to do this part until I actually unbox this, but the Event Horizon is truly beautiful. It does start at about 490 US. I don't know what shipping will be. It does weigh 5 or 6 pounds, I believe. It's a gorgeous looking keyboard. Max, who's in chat, worked with Protozoa and worked with Salvun, as well as, oh God, don't hate me, Max. I don't remember the person who did all the finishings, or what some of the finishings for this. Was it BeCoatings, I believe? So a lot of cool people went into the involvement of building this, or I guess it's like getting this to be a real thing. So
howdy, Mr. Toes.
And Yonkar for the PCB.
Today and
let's take a look at some of the other stuff. We got the daughter board. This is a pin from Matt. I don't know if this will be in it too. You might actually have to let me know if this comes with it. I don't know what actually comes with the build in terms of like little things here. We got some screws, little extra screws. I believe these are for the standoffs. Got some stickers. We have an O-ring over here. We have some silicone, which I don't think I'm going to be using. I think there's 2 optional ways that we can do this, but I'm going to do it the O-ring mount way. And if anything, we can spend another day and do it another way here. And as usual, man, I got to show you guys this. So it's a Yonkar PCB, and Protozoa has been pretty known for like doing these really cool things in the back of their PCBs. So I guess Max and Protozoa, maybe it was through Protozoa's like inspiration or something, but gorgeous when they do this. Absolutely like disgustingly cool design. And on the front, we have all the people involved. Well, some of the people involved in this. Very cool. Mr. Yonkar designed this. We love Yonkar. Very, very neat. It's going to be a very fun project. I believe there's only 250. I don't remember how many of which are being made. Oh, sorry, 250 of the Event Horizon 50 Supermassive. I'm completely off base on that. We have a cable, and then we have, this is for the macro column. So it's a little PCB for that. We'll take a look at this later. And then we have our plates. I say plates is plural because we also have a macro column. It's a neat project. It's very cool. There we go. The Supermassive is, off the top of my head, I'm guessing, I think it's 11 pounds. Oh no, 12 pounds, something like that. And then I believe the Event Horizon is 5.6-ish. Again, I'm going off the top of my head here. We have another O-ring. Now these O-rings are gonna be different colors for the final. By the way, I'm pretty pumped up for this board. I don't know if you guys can tell. We have some clip-in cherry stabs, which should come with the build, I believe. There's the other piece of the silicone, which we're probably not gonna use. Now, the time we've all been waiting for. Okay, this keyboard's really pretty. I truly think this keyboard's very one of a kind as well. I really like Max as a designer. In fact, I think this desk pad he made as well, come to think about it, which was not intentional. I did not mean to put this here today, but I think he actually did this too. Oh my God, this looks sick. Oh my God. Wow. This is incredible looking. Look how gorgeous this is. This is kind of weighty too. So I believe the back is, I haven't looked at the back in person, only on the photos. Oh, oh my gosh. And I believe the final version, according to the notes, will have different screws that say Max X Protozoa, because these just say Protozoa. Holy f***, this is nice. That is stunning. Wow. Wow. Holy smokes. Is this the same texture as the Salvations? I would say it feels kind of close. I don't know how exact it is. Look at that wedge on the side. So this starts at $490. So this exact edition that you see is $490. Big stainless steel chunk on the bottom. So I want your guys' opinion on this. As you guys know, my bias leans to exposed. I like screws. I think screws look very awesome. Do you guys like all the screws? I personally love it. I think there's so much to love about this. This is so pretty. Like I don't mind the hidden screw designs on some keyboards, but I feel like screws just look so nice. Wow. Man, I don't even want to build this. I just want this to be on like my desk. Holy crap. The accents on the like little badge. I like the fact that they put a blocker, or just like whatever you want to call this, a blocker badge on the top left. Low-key hate when people put it on the top right. I feel like I'm missing a key there all the time. Open the foam package. Oh, this guy? Oh yeah, for this thing. I just thought this was foam to secure things. Is this like a little, oh, here's a material sample of the Supermassive. Didn't even know, I thought literally that was just foam. Oh wow, that is super awesome looking. Wow. This is, man, what a fun release this is. I'm gonna tell you guys this too. When it comes to custom keyboard stuff, I've said this in past streams where I feel like sometimes you get a little bit like, I don't know if it's just me being jaded. I see a lot of things, but sometimes I do feel like there's just a lot of keyboards that like they work, they're great, they're amazing. I love stuff like this though, because they're genuinely like so cool. See from the side view as well. Oh, holy smokes. All right, let's do some stabs. Actually, let me see the PCB for 1 second here. I got too carried away. What options do we got? Looks like we have a fixed, I want to say 7U. And then we also have standard amount of stabs. Not a lot of options on this, which is fine. I believe there's a solderable version. So there's not a whole lot of options with the hot swap unit, but they are offering solderable as well, which is great. So cool, look at that. Top 3 screws? Oh shit. Definitely not Phillips. I think anything Torx related is like amazing. All right. All right, now we can put our plate on. After 100 pairs of stabs over the course of 10 years, I swear by stabies now, but they do be annoying at times. Some people really like stabies because they genuinely are one of the easiest to mod stabilizers on the market, like genuinely. However, they do have some pain points of using them. So little note about this board too, there are standoffs on the edge of the plate. So Max wanted uniformity with using his O-rings. He explained this to me in a call. He didn't want the O-ring to like bow on the inside. He wanted a uniform O-ring around this assembly over here, which I think is interesting. I haven't actually experienced that with any of my O-ring builds because it does kind of like, you know, sink in on some sides. All right, let's put in our switches. We're gonna use some Cherry Hyperglides. They're lubed, spring swapped, and then I tried to film them, but I did not like the sound of them filmed. The spring made such a big difference for these. I'm slowly becoming a believer in grave shift springs. Pretty. I think the top of this board honestly looks killer. Yeah, I think there was no expense spared on any position of this keyboard. Like there's something going on every single side, which I really appreciate. So I don't think there's any lack of something cool happening here. So then the other thing that Max did was he actually, I don't know if you guys see this, he actually left little gaps where the mounting points are for the O-ring. And basically what's gonna happen is this is gonna allow the O-ring to kind of go up and down a little bit more. So this should be, in theory, it kind of already feels like it, more bouncy, because again, the O-ring has the ability to kind of drop low and, you know, come back up. I guess the standard O-ring board. So another little cute point about this, God, that looks so good. All right, let me go get, I wanna grab Boneyard. I think Boneyard would look sick on tonight's board. All right, let's take a look at this board one more time. I'm actually gonna move the desk pad out of the way, just so you guys can see the board without the desk pad, and then we'll put it back on. Here's the board. This looks absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Here's the side profile. The bottom. This is one, I think, prettiest board I built all year. Absolutely prettiest board. At least to me. Everyone's gonna be a little different, right? Wow, wow, wow. Like, look at this. Oh, here's the side view, by the way, with no desk pad on. Stunning, absolutely stunning. It's gonna start at $490, so the thing that I have in front of me is $490, which, to be fair, I actually think this is a pretty good price for this. To be fair, there's a lot of love, a lot of nice design that went into this. You get a big stainless steel weight. $490 is like, for, I not only consider this like a decent looking keyboard, it's, you know, it's a piece of art. It's nice. It's very pretty. The premium one, which is, you know, I don't think the Supernova is going to be for everyone. I don't know, man. Like, it's like, what? How many pounds did we say it was? 12 pounds? I don't know if that's for everyone. But hey, you know what? That one there's the expensive one. I think that's $890, I believe it was. $840, $890, something like that. Let's see what this sounds like. So I'm using Hyperglides. I did put 56 gram springs, and we are also using 205D0 in it. The other thing we're using is the aluminum plate. This is the O-ring build. There is a silicone way that you can build this with too. I am not using that today. In fact, I don't know if I'm, judging by the silicone too, I don't know if I'm gonna be the right audience for the silicone build, but absolutely gorgeous looking keyboard. No foam, no nothing in this. Let's see what this sounds like. Here, HJ test sounding nice already. I'm so glad this sounds good, man. I need to tune the backspace. I already know I have to do that. That is, I am so happy this sounds good. To me, this is pretty much like, I hate using this word because I truly feel like nothing in the world is perfect, but this is like near perfect to me, man. Obviously, everyone's going to be different sound profile wise. And the visuals might not speak to everybody, but there's so much passion that went into this. You can tell. That is crazy. This looks insane. You can tell there's so much passion that went into this. I wouldn't say this is super bouncy. In fact, I think it does feel like most O-ring builds. I was thinking this would be a little bit more bouncy. It may be a slight bit more soft. But my God, this sounds great. What layout options are there with the hot swap versus solder? Solder has more options, but 7U is fixed. Okay, so 7U is fixed, guys. But objectively, I don't see any issues with this board. I think Max put a lot of time into it. There's a lot of nice design features on it. It is just a pretty looking board. This is gonna be on my desk quite often now. Very, very, very nice. The changes, here, I'll list you guys some changes and stuff too. So a few things. The O-ring color is gonna be different, that I know for sure. Custom carrying case, so you're not gonna get like the custom cut foam like I got. It's better to have a carrying case. The production run of the plates will be anodized to have a better plate fit, which I appreciate just because this was a little bit tough. Different color O-rings, better O-rings. Screws will have a different logo on them. Instead of saying Protozoa, it'll say MKVB X Protozoa, and that's it. And then some fitment issues with the silicone sheet will be fixed. And then there'll be better sized JST cables, which these weren't too bad. I think they were a tad bit short, but nothing that was like make or break, like mission critical for this board. Absolutely nothing mission critical. Stunning board. Absolutely stunning board. Gorgeous. Show you guys some more details. Look how gorgeous that is. You can really tell, man. Like you can 100% tell this is so much passion went into this. Gorgeous looking keyboard. What other colors are available? So it'll be this one color, and then there'll be the supermassive edition, which is like gold. Here, I'll show you guys the supermassive thing again here. That is how the other finish will look. But it's also twice the weight, just so everyone understands. The other one is twice the weight and twice the price. Twice the price, 90. Well, it's $8.90. It's close to twice the price, close to it. All right, guys, have a great day, everybody. Take care, everyone, and you all are beautiful. I hope you guys all have the best of the rest of the weeks. If I don't see ya, see ya, everybody. Bye bye.